Well, I think transport for me is absolutely key. I would think big. I think the danger is trying to do small little things, but actually I think if you're trying to plan for the future, and Swindon is rightly ambitious for the future, I would do the big things, and for me transport infrastructure is the big one. You know, Swindon has grown organically over the years, and we know that parts of our road network, for example, are getting close to breaking point. So that's where I would go personally. I'd also try and capture, I don't know if you feel the buzz, I mean we're in the middle of virtual recession again, but yet there's still a buzz around the business here. I'm really trying to capture that and galvanise it, because I think we've got some incredible businesses in Swindon. It wouldn't be great to get all that energy focused on growth and stuff, so yeah, that's where I'd go.
I'd abolish business rates. I think that is an enormous disadvantage for somebody setting up a small business or wanting to set up a small shop. And if the government really wants to encourage enterprise across the country, abolish business rates and let enterprise flourish.
Well, certainly come along to an event like this where you can meet so many businesses in one place and get to make those all-important contacts. That's probably the one thing I would do, yeah.
I think you need to train the youth of Swindon because they're the upcoming businessmen of the area, which is obviously fundamentally very important for Swindon itself in the coming 20 years. And just working in Swindon, I find there's a lot of social housing around in poor areas, and people just seem to be sort of hanging around as the unemployment level's going up. Swindon used to be zero unemployment. I know those numbers have obviously increased due to recession and so on, but I think that's where you need to start.
Swindon used to be the fastest growing town in the whole of Europe at one stage, and we've got it there. We've got our entrepreneurs, and we just need to get together and really go for it, in my view.
I think one of the key bits we've got to get right is the infrastructure. We've got to get it so people can get themselves and their staff in and out of Swindon effectively.
More big events like this where we get to meet lots of businesses all in one place. I think this is a fabulous show, and I like the fact there are so many Swindon businesses here all at once, and I think more events like this would be brilliant.
I think there needs to be more focus for the larger businesses integrating with some of the smaller businesses around Swindon. There are a couple of fantastic, substantial businesses in town, and even some of the larger, medium-sized businesses, but they're off doing their own thing, and there's no kind of networking opportunities or nothing to bring them all together.
Transport is a really big, important issue, and we talked about that this morning at the conference. So connectivity, rail, road links in and out of Swindon are really important. Good workforce, get some of these young people back into employment as well. So lots of priorities, not one in particular.
So one of the real barriers that we've got at the moment are the cost of rail fares. It's a fantastic rail network, a motorway network as well, obviously, but electrification of the main line, but we've still got major problems with the cost of fares to and from London.
I think the overall national economic climate would certainly help everybody, because there's no unique factor in Swindon that creates a bad environment for business. I mean, Swindon actually, it's bounced back fairly well. Unemployment's fairly low. So I don't think there's any one thing that business in Swindon would benefit from over and above anything else. We just need to see a steady recovery in the economy.